Alright, so in this video I'm going to be unboxing the Xbox Series X and give my impressions, and let's go. Alright, so I got the Xbox Series X. I didn't get the S. I mostly buy physical games, so I kind of need the Blu-ray slot, so I'm going to be using the X for now. I might get the expansion card eventually, but they're kind of expensive right now, so I don't really need it right off the bat, but we'll need it at some point, and hopefully the prices go down. So let's go ahead and open this guy up, and I'll try to compare things with the original Xbox One S and the One X, and give you guys some size comparisons between those with the X, and probably the controller as well. And in a later video, I'm going to go through the OS and some problems that I've been seeing, and see if we can give some information on the channel. And let's go ahead and open it up. So this is the first unboxing of a new console on this channel that is for current gen. I've opened up some analog stuff and some other consoles, but the only other launch day console that I've gotten is the Switch. I stood outside for that one and I got it, but that was before I started making YouTube videos. I like the little detail of Microsoft. This came from the Microsoft store. I paid for it, no sponsorship, but I do appreciate what they do over there. So as of right now, we got the X sitting in the box. Let's go ahead and pull it out. So they got these little side things. They look empty. I'm gonna throw that to the side. This is empty as well. Throw it to the side. And there's the box. I'm glad that they didn't ship it in just the box. I like keeping these somewhat in good condition, and that box was a little banged up. So I'm glad that there was an external box. So let's go ahead and check out this is kind of heavy, but it's not bad. It's lighter than I thought it would be. I was expecting more of a brick, which it doesn't feel like a ton of bricks in here. But so you got the front with the picture of the system, as well as it saying 1 terabyte and 4K 120, all of that loveliness. We got a diagram on the side. I'll try to get some pictures of each side so you guys can see it, as well as try to get some pictures of everything that we're showing so you guys can see it more up close, so that you're not in this purview. But this side, just a picture of the Xbox itself, and then on the back, Master Chief, which is also on the inside. Go ahead and check out Spawnwave's breakdown or teardown, as well as MVG's. I'll link those down in the description for the S and the X. And so yeah, I detail some stuff about the console. Game Pass, I subscribe to it right now. I converted from the gold membership to Game Pass. So go do that. They are doing some limited trials for some stuff. The EA was just added today, and I know that there's something to do with Disney Plus. Got like 30 days free trial on that for Disney Plus. So let's go ahead and cut it open and start opening up the box. Oh, it's a pull tab. Okay, no cut needed. This should just, that's nice. Okay, Sony, hopefully yours is the same way. Hopefully that people start realizing I like keeping the boxes. People like keeping these boxes. Try to be better on stickers, because that is nice. Very little to no damage on the box. And the damage that's on the box could have just been from being cold and from the weather. Because here in Oregon, it rains. It's raining right now, so I like these. I didn't see anyone mention these, but I guess it's a little thing. It's not too big of a deal, but I do like that. So thank you, Microsoft, for thinking ahead and making it so I don't have to use these scissors. I destroyed, in a previous video, I'll link down in the description, the box for the DualSense controller, because I didn't have a blade, that was smaller than scissors. So I wound up actually cutting the box, and I just wound up recycling it. But so I have seen some unboxes of this, and I know that once I lift this up, I'll have it open. So let's go ahead and, oof. If you weren't lying, there's definitely a good amount of foam. This is really, I don't know if you can see it, but it's very thick. So that's very nice. So let's go ahead and set it aside. I'll move to the side a little bit, but so we got the console itself. Not bad. It's not that heavy. I feel like it's not that bad compared to other consoles. So let's leave that alone for a second. How to use the companion app, which I already have, used and everything for my series or my 1X. Very confusing naming, but it's not a big deal. And then about the controller and the double A's, triple A's, whatever it uses. I think it uses double A's. So back here should be the accessories. There's nothing left in the box. Some rubber foam, which is really nice. People don't understand that I like this mostly for, when I move, if I move. This is all good to put back in so that you can carry the, system and everything, and I can make sure that the system itself is safe rather than just shoving them all into a box and they rattle back and forth between everything. But so let's go ahead and set this aside. We're done with the main box. See, I didn't just throw it. I threw the other boxes, that's fine. That box is sacred to me a little bit, so let's go ahead and throw some other stuff to the side just so it's out of the way. So we got this little accessory box. So we got the HDMI, which is 2.1. My bad. It's 2.1. It should say it on here somewhere. It says ultra high speed. I'm not sure if it needs to say like HDMI 2.0, 2.1 at all, but this is very used for systems, so to make sure that you have the high enough speed. I'm not sure that I do on other cords that I have, but that'll be good for my Xbox Series X, so when I plug it into the controllers or into the TV and into monitors, that it will pass the correct signal, or at least the fastest signal, so that we can get the most out of the system. Got the power cord. I love that they're switching consoles to just being these cords and then putting the power supply in the machine, so you don't have to worry about those big bricks like the 360 and everything had. So set those to the side. All right, so now we got the controller. Open that guy up. Controller still uses double A's, and I think that's it for accessories. You got your paper stuff. Not a big deal. That's not a, I don't know anyone that reads them, but let's go ahead and set that to the side as well. We'll set all of that over there, and I will deal with that later. All right. It's about the same. I like the D-pad on this controller more, so I'm gonna go grab the actual controller that I have for the 1X and compare it with it. All right, so now that I have both of them, we have the Series X and we have the 1X versions. So this one actually still has the plastic on this Xbox button, which is actually a lot harder to take off than I thought it would be. There you go. All right, so I'm hoping that glows when you put batteries in it. Let's put them in and see. All right, so I got the batteries for the controller. Let's go ahead and put it in and see if we can get it to light up. I just want to know if... Oh, okay. So it actually just glows the same way as this one does. And my console will turn on, but I'm gesturing over there because my console's over there. But for the most part, it's a little bit less glossy. So you got all the glossy plastic on this, and there's nothing on this. I kind of like that. The ports on the bottom, pretty much the same, headphone and a special port to add like keyboards and stuff. It uses USB-C rather than the USB micro B or whatever that's called. And then the sync button's in the same spot. But I do like the feel of this a little bit more. I like the grip of this controller a lot more than the more smooth. There's no grip really. Like there's not a lot gripping your hands for this, but this is definitely nice. Maybe look forward to the Elite 2. I need to get that still. I have the original Elite, but this is very nice. I like the D-pad. It pulls from the Elite controllers, which is nice. Buttons, joysticks are the same. Buttons are the same. Yeah, I think it's pretty much all the same. It's got a little bit of a different feel. I do like the texture. It's got a mic on the back, which I don't believe this one. Oh, this one does too. Never noticed. But yeah, for the most part, I actually kind of like the new controller more. I don't have to rush out and go buy any more of these because these will still work, and my Elite controllers and a bunch of other controllers I've gotten from the 1X and 1S and that generation will still work with this generation, so this is great. So let's go ahead and set the controllers aside for now, and let's go ahead and go to the main attraction of this video. So it's got a slip cover on it. Power your dreams. That is very nice. I like the fact that there's a slip cover. I will set this aside. I like to keep as much as possible in good condition. So let's go ahead and got a little piece of tape holding this. So it's upside down. I'm gonna flip it over and then we can take it off. But first I want to... All right, ready? Let's go ahead and... All right. So we got the 1X here with the disk drive goes here. It's got the eject button, the sync button for the controllers, USB type A, and then the button. Kind of clicky. Hopefully you can hear that. Most of the buttons are fairly clicky. I have mixed opinions on the green on the top. I like that it's green. I wish it was actually LEDs or something that I could change. That would be awesome, but it's just colored in here. But it's you can kind of tell. Hopefully you can pick that up on video. I will take some pictures and try to show that as much as possible. So that was the front. So this can sit up like this, or it can lay down like this. And I like that they added Xbox on this side. So the side that will be up says Xbox on it. And then on the opposite side, it's just got feet. Nothing special. But I do like that they put the Xbox name on this side, because if you're laying it down, that's what you'll see. On the back, you got a Kensington lock. You got the 2 USB Type A's, a Ethernet jack, the power, HDMI out, and then the storage expansion. I've heard that they're going to have other SSDs and stuff created, not just the one that they have currently. They're just, Seagate has the term for like a year or something, 6 months maybe, I don't know. But look out for updates on that so that you can try to get more SSDs, maybe a little bit cheaper, or maybe more capacity, or even one that you can make and put your own M.2 into, and not from a weird site. Like I've seen some mock-ups and some hacky ways of doing that. I'm gonna stick to the main supported drives as going forward. So this does have the advantage on the PlayStation 5 that at launch you should be able to plug in an external hard drive and be able to back up games on that, so that you don't have to leave them all on the SSD, and then you just have to shuffle them back and forth to be able to make storage available for the SSD, because you only can play them on the SSD. But I believe you can still play old generation Xbox, original Xbox 360 and Xbox One games on the hard drive, but they'll run better and look smoother and everything on the SSD, the internal SSD. I'm not planning on opening this so much. I might be looking into doing some mods on some other consoles that I have, but at least for the time being, I don't plan on doing anything to this machine. I've seen Spawnwave's video and he doesn't suggest people doing it, and so I'm just gonna leave it how it is now. And same thing with the PlayStation 5. I don't plan on messing around with that. My wife wouldn't like that too much. She really likes the PlayStation brands, and we got her the Spider-Man one, so I don't plan on touching that either. So it's just a little update on if I plan on touching the insides of these, I don't, just because I don't want to break it. Now, if it comes out with a special edition one and I buy it, I might later on do that, but that'll be later down the road. So far, I enjoy the controller. I enjoy how this looks. I will let you guys know on Twitter if my wife likes the look of it and likes it, because that's also a good thing for putting it in the living room. I'm not sure how I'm going to put this on the living room. I probably won't. It probably sits on my desk just like my X does, my One X. This will probably just replace that. All right, like I said at the beginning of this video, early on in this video, here's the comparison for each of the Xboxes that I own. So you can see that the Series X pretty much matches height-wise if you were to stand each one of these up. Not so much this. I can set this up if you guys want me to show that. This is a little bit taller, but for the most part, this is how you would see them vertically. So you can have a little bit of a comparison of knowing how big it is. So you can see how they are, you know, compared to sitting on a desk up to my chest. They're pretty tall, but so let's go ahead and also show them to the side. So that you guys can see it horizontally in case you're putting this in your media cabinet or your TV stand, so that you can see how it looks vertically as well. All right, so this is the horizontal way of seeing each console. You can tell that even with the 1S and the X on top of each other, it still doesn't match the Series X on height, laying sideways, but this matches it a little bit more and actually goes over it with the 360 and the original Xbox stacked on top of each other. I like this little comparison of how it looks, but let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see more comparisons with this. I'll probably do a similar thing with the PlayStation once I get that, comparing it with the original. I don't have all of them. This isn't all of them. I don't have the VCR for the Xbox One. I don't have the white version or the original version for the 360, but this is the original style of Xbox for the original Xbox. Let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see more size comparisons or not, I can probably throw them on Twitter if you guys really want to see that. And yes, if you're seeing this, I did almost forget this. This is getting added in after the fact of filming the other section. Through editing magic, you'll see this just dispersed in with the other video clips. And so yeah, this is the Xbox Series X. I am looking so much forward to plugging this in right after I'm done filming and uploading this video, and having some good experience with this, as well as some backwards compatibility with all of the Xbox, original Xbox, Xbox 360, and Xbox One games, and testing all of that out, as well as Game Pass and EA Play, I think is what it's called. Let me know down in the comments if that's wrong. Also, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the Xbox Series X and the controller, if you guys have gotten it. Let me know down in the comments if you haven't gotten it, if you're waiting for it. And I just would love to hear about that. And before we get out of here, like this video if you liked it, dislike if you don't, hit the subscribe button and then turn bell notification on so you get notified when we upload new videos. Links will be down in the description for my Twitch page. I'm going to try to stay on a schedule. It'll be down in the About tab or the panels below. So go ahead and check that out so you guys know when I'm going live. As well as I'm going to try to play different games on the Xbox, on the PlayStation when I get it, and all other consoles like the Switch, and try to just diverse away from playing just Apex that I've been doing, and still play Apex. I'll probably dedicate one day to playing Apex, and do something else the other days. Let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see on my Twitch, if you guys want what games you want to see on there, and links will also be down there to Twitter, to merch, and a bunch of other links. Just go ahead and check out down in the description. And thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.